So wow, I just got so inspired, got these rocks, man. So check it out, you guys. I mean, I just got this, I could hardly lift it off the floor. I opened it, but I didn't really look inside yet. What this is, it's rocks from Alaska. I bought them on Etsy from Borealis Sea Glass on Etsy. And I've been waiting for them. It looks like a cool deal. I mean, I really don't remember how much it costs, but I'll put a link in the video description, and they look good. If they look good, let's check it out. Oh my God. Oh, whoa. Oh man. Look at that. This is from Alaska. And I just thought, you know what? I'm going to sit down and sculpt me something. I want to do something really small, and the reason why is I've got this little glass terrarium jar. It has a hanging thing on it if you want to hang it, but it also has a flat bottom. And the other day, I got some nice moss. This is a nice assortment of mosses. Look at that. It's got little moss here. Can you see the little moss flowers on there? Aren't they pretty? Beautiful moss. I'll put a link in the video description for where I got this. It's so gorgeous. Oh my God. So wonderful. So tender. So sweet. So I am going to make a little mushroom on this stone, I think. And so, to start off, I want to seal the stone. I'm going to use Golden GAC 100. It's a primer, acrylic primer and extender. And it just makes the stone less porous, so that the polymer clay will stick to it. And I have that in the lid here, and I'm just painting on. It takes a second, it dries really fast. Paint it all the way around. This one coat is fine. I really don't usually do videos with polymer clay at night, or even sculpting at night, but I'm really inspired, so I hope you don't mind my orange hands. Just do bad lighting. And you want to clean your brush with water right after you do that. So we'll let that dry there. I'm going to get... I have to, watch the size of this. It's got to fit in this jar, so I'll be checking that frequently as I make it. First thing I'm going to do is roll a little stock for the mushroom. And I'm going to hold my fingers like this and just press in, kind of squeezing the bottom like that. And then I'll flatten it at the top. It's going to be a little fairy house, I think. This is a really simple one, yeah? And I like it to be fairly sinuous, kind of maybe going that way first, and then kind of curving back. It'll be like that, maybe. And then I gotta make sure that it's all gonna fit, right? I can get in there, so just gotta be really careful about that. And then you take a little ball of clay And what I do is I kind of rotate it in my fingers while squeezing kind of along the edge. It's kind of hard to see because it's so small, but I'm basically forming a little mushroom cap by pinching, and rotating it keeps it relatively uniform. And then as it really starts to get kind of spread out like that, I start squeezing extra hard, really, trying to really flatten the edges. So it's like this. Okay. Now I'm going to get some wire. I'll be right back. I cut myself a little bit of wire. It's copper wire. I believe this might be 16 or 18 gauge. I'm not really sure of that, but what you want to do is take a, I'm not going to put this on the stone yet. I might make it, roll it a little bit more, make it a little bit taller. I think it will fit in there without much of a problem. I hope this is not going to be blurry for you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to score the top of the mushroom stalk and the bottom of the mushroom cap. And then I'm going to put the wire down in the stalk, almost all the way. Because the top, the mushroom top is very small. I mean, very thin. And then I'm going to put it on like that with a gentle twisting motion while applying pressure. So it looks like that. And then I'm going to take a little ball tool and I'm going to put in a little doorway. Just a little tiny one. Like that. And a window also. Just a slight indentation. Now, I'm going to score the bottom of the mushroom just to give a little bit extra grab when it goes on the stone. And then I'm going to gently, I'm kind of holding it really gently, and I'm applying downward pressure and kind of twisting a little bit. And then I'm going to kind of bring it this way a little bit and kind of turn it back that way a little bit. Or it's like that. And then I can sort of bring this up like that. And then I can go back and touch up the door. Because that, you know, the clay is very soft at this point. Like that. And I can maybe add some texture. I don't think I've ever made a mushroom fairy house this small in my life. Not this small. It's really not that hard, I don't think. At least for me. No, it doesn't feel difficult or anything. Push it back a bit. It's really kind of cute, isn't it? And then I'm going to make little balls like that. Whoops. And squish them flat. And there's a little doorstep there. Dare I put steps on this tiny little thing? Why not? So there's a step. And what I can do is take a tool and just kind of blend it into the rock in the bottom. Just to make it a little bit stronger. Put another one on. Blend it in the bottom. Maybe one more. I sure hope it's going to fit. I haven't been checking, so it's hard to say. Let's bung that in. Wow, it's cute, isn't it? Really cute. Will it fit? Yeah, I think it'll fit. Yeah, it'll fit. Okay. Wow, that's small. Okay. I'm gonna finish it. I think I'm just gonna do one color. I think I'm gonna use this. This is Pearl's Pigments. This is Misty Lavender. And I want a light color because, you know, with the moss and stuff, I want to, you know, kind of stand out. So this is a pretty color. I just have used this just a couple times. It's really quite pretty. And what I want to do is get I have a cup of water here. I'm going to get a little water in my brush and squeeze it off. I don't want it heavy. But water helps it go on. And then so I'm going to pick up some. And, you know, it doesn't, you know, you think it would muck up putting a wet brush in the Pearl's Pigments would muck it up, but it really doesn't. So, I'm just going to brush it on. Really pretty, soft, wonderful little color. And of course I put this on the clay when it's, you know, soft. I'm not baking it first. And on the top too. More on the top. It's all very fragile at this point, you know. Ooh, that step kind of got You gotta really watch how you handle it because it's really, really so tiny and tender at this point. Now I've got a little bit of antique bronze here too, because you know what's really nice to do is take a little bit on your finger, like that, and swirl it with your thumb, and then just kind of go around the edge of the mushroom cap, and just kind of highlight that. It's just so pretty, so pretty. Isn't that nice? You know, a little bit more. Go around the steps, like that. And then just really kind of swirl your finger a lot, and then just do a little bit on the house. Just, you know, just to highlight it. It's really so cute, and so pretty, really. So you're going to want to bake your mushroom fairy house, and for the Sculpey 3 polymer clay, it's 270, you preheat your oven to 275 degrees, and you put an oven safe dish, and you bake it for 15 minutes per 1/4 inch thickness of clay. Well, this is going to be about 15 minutes, really. It's a tiny little thing. And then you open at the end of the time, you open the door, oven door, and let it cool completely before you remove it, because it will be very fragile while it's hot. It will be very, very soft. And also keep in mind that the rock will hold heat for much longer than the fairy house, than the polymer clay. So it will be very hot when the clay is very cool. So give it some time to chill and cool, okay? And we'll do that and come back. Okay, wow. It's so wonderful. Look at that. Oh, God. It's a beautiful little thing. So now, the really super fun thing. It's time to make the little miniature moss garden. So the first thing is you want to put pebbles in the bottom, and you have to do it gently because the glass is also, you know, fairly fragile. And these are actually dollar store pebbles. You get a little bag for $1 or something like that, you know, and they're really pretty nice. You can see the really pretty little pebbles. The pebbles, like if you put too much water in, will keep the moss up off the water. Like that. So you just cover the bottom, and then what I like to do is do different textures and colors of moss, so that there's kind of draws the eye to look around a little bit. I really love these wonderful little moss flowers. I mean, oh boy, wow. Just wonderful. So I'm going to set this in here. Just have that in the back. And then, you know, this is just, I don't know how about you, but I just love doing stuff like this. And it's so simple. I mean, it's really, really just so simple. And you can tear it, you know. And just lay it in there. Look at that. Oh my God, what are you doing sticking out like that? Yeah, and so, you know, you can take little rocks and, you know, put them in there, here and there, because what that does is it has a lot of contrast, and, you know, you just draws your eye around the thing. Put one over here. Put one here. So it's, you know, it's so natural and wonderful. I mean, wow. Wow, wow, wow. And then our wonderful little fairy house on the Alaskan river rock. I'll just stick him in here. Just kind of push him down into the moss. Look at that. Is that beautiful or what? Oh my God. You can see the nice pebbles on the bottom. Wow. I just think it's the most beautiful thing. Huh. Wow, wow, wow. So as far as caring for your little moss garden, the moss, it likes to be moist. It doesn't like to be soaking wet. And it's good to let it dry out a little bit every once in a while. Don't, you know, I don't know if I would water it every day. I think what I would do is just check it, you know, touch it and see if it's, you know, moist and cool to the touch. And then you can use a misting bottle like this and just wet it like that. Maybe 2 times a week, depending. I mean, your house might be really hot or dry, so you definitely want to just keep an eye on it and you know, touch it every once in a while. So make sure it's happy and moist, and again, letting it dry out every once in a while so it can, you know, that's good for it. So yeah, and so that about concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was really a wonderful experience for me, and wow. I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more of this. I used to do it a lot. I've done many videos along these lines, and and I really need to get back to it, because it's just moss is just, you know, oh my God, it's just so wonderful, and sculpting on rocks, and you know, I just really adore that. So before we stop, I'm gonna do some, extreme close-ups of this so you can see all the details. Okay, so if you make one of these, definitely send me a photo. My email address is in the About section on my channel page at Jake Folger. And you can also message me on Facebook. My Facebook page link is in the video description, along with a complete tool and supply list and sources for where to get moss, rocks, Alaskan river rocks, and where I bought them and everything. And everything. Where to get Sharpie 3 and Polaris pigments and everything will be there in the video description. But yeah, send me a photo. I would love to see what you do with this. Absolutely, please do that. And please give the video a like, share it with your friends and family, and leave me a comment or question, and I will reply. And subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Hit the bell icon so you can get a notification when I upload. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.